The sequence view box in the Floriani software is a very important piece of the Floriani software, and it's located in the bottom right hand section. And this is where the sequences that take place in the design are arranged. And in this example here, you can see that I have a number of colors here. The first sequence is this chrome color. The second is this green, pink, light blue, and so on. This is arranged as if this was the first thing that was going to stitch out in a design, the second thing, third, fourth, and so on. So that's how it's arranged. The bottom piece is always the last object that is going to stitch out on a machine. But at the same time, it's important to understand that there are other sequences or other objects you can have in a sequence. For example, in this design, we actually have some artwork, not just stitches. So if I take a look at this color sequence over here and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sequences, and you'll notice the gray is the first. If I come up to the slow redraw bar, which if you don't see it on your computer or on your software screen, you can click this icon right here for slow redraw. You'll notice that the gray does not show up. You can see it in the background, but it's not one of the color sequences. And the reason that is because this gray is nothing more than artwork. So there are no stitches in it. So instead you see green, pink, light blue, blue, and then green. And this is two of the same color. So it shows up on this bar as like one color object, even though it is two. I just wanted to point out that this slow redraw coincides with the sequence view here. And I'm going to go ahead and get that all the way out so you can see those stitches there. And inside of the sequence view, there are so many different things that we can do. First of all, you want to be comfortable with expanding the color sequences. And you just do that by clicking the plus symbol. And when you do that, it expands down and allows you to see what objects are contained inside of that sequence. And so in this case, there's two objects and they're both artwork. It says right here. If I click the minus symbol, it will close it back up. If I click the plus symbol on the next icon or next sequence, you can see that it expands it out, and you can see that there are a number of running stitches in this sequence. If I close that back up and open up this one, you can see that it contains run stitches and satin stitches and even text. So there's a lot of information that you can learn inside of the color sequence, and it'll tell you what type of a stitch each object is. If it's text, run, satin, fills, applique, whatever it might be, it'll let you know inside of the sequence view. And it's very important to get comfortable with expanding and minimizing each color sequence, because if you get a design that's really large, it can get really long and a lot of scrolling that you would have to do if they were all open. So it's important to know how to expand and contract them. It's just important to get very familiar with the sequence view.